Alright, welcome back. So we have a problem from the Korea polymath, which apparently is also Russian is what some people are saying, but I don't know how to verify that. Yeah, so you have a person writes like a positive integer, ToT 2010. So there's a positive integer that's written on the blackboard, and you need to put a plus sign between some digits to make the sum smaller. And when you do that, you get a new number. And you want to show within 5 steps you can get down to a single digit. So the scariest thing about this that sort of doesn't feel right is that there isn't any bound on the number B can write. Like B could write like numbers that are like obscenely long in such a way that, you know, kind of what you would hope is that you can do some sort of size thing where you put plus signs and the number gets smaller, but the number that B can write can be arbitrarily large. So if you are only trying to do size, it doesn't work. Yeah, like it's you can't promise the number, even though it feels like the number decreases quickly, there's no bound. So that alone won't suffice. The other thing that I noticed while I was writing the statement, which is why I paused in the middle, is like mod 9 is a thing. I don't know how much that really tells us. It tells us that the sum doesn't change mod 9, so the final digit you get is determined. But I feel like that's not really what I care about anyways. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Okay, so should I just start by deleting all the zeros? I guess it doesn't really hurt. I guess what I'm thinking is, in order for this to be possible, it's like, I think after the first, so you can assume without loss of generality there's no zeros on the board at the start. Because if there's zeros, B could not give them to you and your choices aren't any better. Is that true? Actually, that's not true. Never mind. But I feel like the zeros don't matter. So it should. Actually no, the zeros might matter. Oh no. Well, they kind of matter. Shit. Donk. But basically I need to get a number that's like really divisible by like a large power of 10, I think. Because otherwise bad things will happen. I don't know why it's 5 moves though. Why is this phrased as a game if it's single player? I have no idea. Let's just make it single player. It's on a blackboard. So in a move you can... Yeah, let's just make it not a 2-player game. So how hard would it be for me to get something that has a lot of factors of 10 in it? But even if I do that, it's just not. Can I solve it if it's all 9s? Yeah, that's actually a good one to start with, I think. Well, ostensibly, if it's all 9s, then what happens is after one step, you want to get to like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and then a bunch of zeros. I think. So if you have like an obscenely... See, it's weird because like the hard cases are so obscenely long that I don't know if they're realistic cases. But if you have just a like an infinite-ish or a very, very long string of 9s, actually that's not quite true. How much leverage do I need? Like basically you split them all up and then you imagine you merge some 9s into 99s, and you can do this in some number of ways. So you have like 2 to the m choices, and I want to show one of them gives you like a number whose digits are almost all 0. Because if after the first move the number of digits, non-zero digits I have is still like not bounded, then it's no better than when I started. So after the first move I already need to be, I think, well, maybe that's not quite true. But I'm hoping that after the first move, the number of zeros I have is bounded in terms of something. Or like... Why is it 5 moves? That feels like such a weird number. Oh, yeah, that is how you do the 9th case. Yeah, maybe it's cleaner if I try to get rid of... Yeah, I agree it feels like the first move matters the most, because if you're not bounded after the first move, you're gonna die. Like, you just wasted a turn. So here's the idea I want to try. We're gonna... I don't know if this is gonna work at all. So assume that we have... 1 versus 10, 2 versus 20. So every digit I have gives me some choices of this shape. So what I do is I take the non-zero digits and put them in like groups. Well, I split them all, and then ignoring-ish all... No. Oh, that's... The 0 digits are just... What if there's no zeros? Can I just do stuff? Maybe like on one turn you get rid of all those 0 digits. Is that a thing I can do? That seems too... But I feel like it's like a 1 versus 10, 2 versus 20 kind of thing. It gives me sort of an... What I want to do is, if the number is sufficiently long, then I need to have an intermediate value type thing where I can like move between things, equivocate between two things, and I want to eventually reach a number that has like not that many. Oh my god. I want something that doesn't have too many zeros. Or that has a lot of zeros. Okay, I think I can break the numbers into pairs. So I can pair-ish. I can almost pair digits, except for possibly some zeros, such that any zeros in the pairs are the right digit. So I cut this number into pairs, where in each pair you have some digit and then some digit that might be zero and some digit to the left of it. And then we decide for each pair whether to split everything not protected by pairs. And then split. And then decide whether or not to split the pairs. So each pair decision amounts to deciding between a contribution of something like this, alright? Like 1 versus 10, 2 versus 20. Yeah, I feel like I can do the problem in unary. That's actually not really. I don't know what it... I think if you do it in unary, the number on the board never changes, other than the zeros go away. Base 1, best notation. Okay, so... if there are T pairs, then you get some sort of chicken McNugget type thing where I should be able to cover like a big span. As long as I have enough stuff, I should be able to cover a big span of numbers. And what I need is... how big is big enough? I don't think I can make this big enough, right? Maybe? Hang on. Oh no. Alright, I think I need to call. If there are M pairs, then we can manipulate the sum into a number between... so if I keep all the pairs, it's 100M. If I don't keep any pairs, it's like M. So I have this like range 100 interval that I can get numbers through bin. And what I want to claim is that if M is sufficiently large, then I can like get a lot of stuff. Because it's not the whole interval, I agree. In particular, it's like mod 9 or some garbage. On the other hand, though, due to the impossible decisions, if all your digits are even or something, you can affect in mod 18. Yes, I agree. I think that's okay. Because my target... let's say my target is to try to get a number whose digit sum is at most 1 million or something. Let's just say 2021. So, having my hand forced with some parity constraint, I don't think hurts me much. Maybe. In particular, actually, if all the numbers are the same digit, then I think this is actually pretty straightforward. Right, because then it's actually like, okay, there's some multiplier, which is fine. But now I'm adding like 1 or 0, so it's exactly some multiples of some interval, and then you just need to find a multiple that has the right property. But the problem is that there might be different kinds of numbers within 81 of a power of 10. Oh, that's very smart. Thanks for the assist. Alright, go. Okay, so in fact, by doing the usual greedy, where we flip numbers one at a time, actually, let me make sure I got this right. So the interval is x comma y. I want to call it that. And what are the constraints? So the lower bound is, it's always like at least x is at least m, and y x is at most. So if all my digits are 9, maybe I could get like a bunch of 18m. Meanwhile, the upper bound, so if I have they're all 10. Oh, so the interval. I mean, the interval's not non-empty, but oh, come on. Okay, I don't think that's good enough. I want to actually write down exactly. I feel like the range should be big enough, though, right? But it's hard. It's hard to. Because the other good news is that we don't need to get exactly a power of 10. Like, there's a lot of things that are like good enough that are good enough-ish. We'll find out. Okay, so the smallest thing you can have is AI plus BI. And the largest thing I can have is 10 AI plus BI. And all the AIs are positive. Crap. Yeah, the range doesn't feel like it should be small, but I'm struggling. Like, so what's the worst case? What if all the numbers are like 19? How screwed am I? It's still okay. Actually, if all the numbers are 19, it's a factor of 2. Shit. Oh no. But that's fine, right? If it's a factor of 2, all I have to do is get to some number which is like something times 10 to a power plus then the sum is within interval claim x at least 2y. So y at least 2x. Proof. Well, actually, that's just clear, I think. 2x? Is it 2x? Hang on. Actually, wait. 19 versus. Oh, it's not quite 2x. Is it 1.9? Is that the scalar factor? Oh my god. 10 versus 19. I mean, 1.9 is also okay. This is such an unnatural number to get, but I guess if it's what we get, that's what we get. Okay, so claim we can get within some number. We can get some number of the form plus epsilon. Okay, so well, let me just do this. Constant times 10 to the e, where c is less than 100. So a number that starts with any 3 digits. Let me just look that way. I don't care about the constants. Any 3 digits, a bunch of zeros, and then an epsilon, and epsilon is less than 81. And the proof is in the interval x comma y, there must be some number of the form c times 10 to the e as specified, because it's scaling up by 1.9. Yeah, I probably use an extra digit. I probably only need 100. 100's fine. When we, for each interval I, so start with all intervals, or start with all I in AI plus BI. When we change to 10i plus bi for a given I, this increases the sum by at most 81. Okay, hence done. Yeah, if you can't insert more than one plus sign, the problem is definitely not true. Okay, so great. Now we just win, right? Because after this, just do whatever you want. Okay, so after this, the number on the board is at most. After this, split completely, and we have a number at most. I have some random leftover. Do I have random leftovers? I felt like you get 4 digits, right? Do I need the CDEF or is it? I feel like it's CD. It's just CD, cool. Yeah. Alright, so after this. Yeah, okay, so now I have 3 moves left and the number is less than 36. I don't think there's any cases that I need to worry about, right? I might have an unpaired digit. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you're correct. It's at most 90. Well, no. If there's an unpaired digit, that digit goes here, right? In the definition of x and y, here t is some possibly unpaired digit. Set t equals 0 if not none. X and y bound. No! I see. You're correct. Finally add in. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Plus t. Yeah, you're right. Read the question! Jesus. Alright, and then the numbers at most 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, is there anything that takes 5 moves, actually? So after 2 moves, I have a number that's less than or equal to 36. Is there anything that takes? I felt like it takes at most 2 moves from there. No, if you have 19, then... Well, no, 19 is still 2 moves. What? Wait, I felt like you got him 4 moves. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll make it say plus signs. Where do you get that c times 10 to the e? So if an interval has multiplicative factor at least 1.9, then there exists, like, I don't know. You like, if you look at x and y, the leading digits are not the same. Yeah. Wait, so am I stupid? I feel like this works in 4 moves. It just works in 4 moves, right? There isn't a bad case where. Okay, well, anyways. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, so I've been told this is Tournament of Towns, so I want to find the source there as well. Except the Tournament of Towns collection is a mess. Okay, this is ToT. I don't remember how I... Okay, so ToT Spring 2010 SA7 is the coordinates. Alright. Yeah, so the mod 9 ended up not being relevant, which is what I felt like. Because I feel like the mod 9 is useful if you want to know what the last number is, but this is not a problem where we care about the ending number. Okay. Also, my .dot files need a pull. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you have to, yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's what I've been saying. It's like, I feel like I got it in 4 steps as well. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that came to that conclusion. Yeah, I don't know what I missed. I feel like it's 4 steps, but... Also, this thing is offset, so let me move it back. We can pair all digits except possibly some zeros, and at most 1 non-zero digit. Think you can achieve 2 steps? 3 steps. Really? Oh, that feels too strong actually. 9, 9, 9, 9. Like 29 will not be good for you, right? If your sum ends up being 29. I guess maybe in that case you can like fudge the 4 digits a little though, because there's not that many combinations of 4 digits that add up to 29. In each pair, 2 digits are adjacent. Yeah, I mean, I don't care too much about optimizing the 5 because, you know, that's just some finite calculation. Okay, so, Wait, Evan is streaming. Correct statement. I bet you can get 3 as well. I just don't care enough to try to get it in 3 moves. Yes, I stream basically every week at this time. Although I didn't stream last week because I had a friend visiting. Although she ended up like visiting friends during the time that the stream was supposed to be scheduled, so I made the wrong call, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. But running the stream is actually really tiring, so I don't mind the break at all. Okay, so let t be the single non-zero remaining digit if it exists. Otherwise, let t equals 0. Then let ai bi denote all the ordered pairs, all the pairs. With ai being the last digit. So if we commit to inserting pluses between any pair of digits, which is not, then we will necessarily get a sum between x equals sum I ai plus bi I'm gonna put t in here and then make the intervals say my t plus sum ai. Okay, ai plus. Do I? Oh. I don't really want to put x and y there, but it's really confusing too. Oh, this is annoying. Have you ever heard the game Digital Deletions? I haven't. No. We will. Okay, actually, let me do it this way. A sum of the form t plus sum ai plus bi plus sum I 10 ai plus bi. For some set S. Define. Okay, so claim. We can. The main claim is this. We can pick S such that t plus. Let me call this some. Should I call this some sigma or something else? Some set of indices. I probably shouldn't call it sigma. Let me just call it S, and then we'll use I for the set. Such that S equals C times 10 to the E plus eps for some 1 integer C less than 100 and epsilon less than 90 less than or equal to 90. In other words, S has at most 4 non-zero digits. It is easy to see y is at least 1.9x. From this, it follows that the interval xy contains a number of the form now. If we imagine starting with I Adding elements one at a time. So we take the first moment where SI greater than C times 10 to the E, and this I works. I don't need epsilon prime above. I guess, yeah. I don't know. It feels like a different epsilon than the one in here. But... I don't know. Am I overloading it? It's just C times 10 to the epsilon. Oh, sorry, you're right, yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay, that makes life easier. If we press on, split all the digits after that, we get number at most 33. In fact, starting from any number, a few steps are sufficient to complete the problem. 13010105000. 13, 10, 50, 13, 10, 50 are the pairs. The BI is allowed to be 0. For nuke. Yeah. Yeah, the trick is that you let BI is allowed to be 0. If BI is not allowed to be 0, then the pairing agreement breaks down. But if you allow the BIs to be 0, then you're okay. Oh, this is cute. Digit blackboard. Also another IOI problem. I feel I've been getting a lot of these IOI flavored ones recently. Construct. I'm not convinced yet. Did I? I don't think I screwed this up though. Basically, you look at for every block that's like touching a 0 to the right, it's just fine. So you look at the runs of non-zero digits, and then like, yeah, it's just okay. Like if it's odd length, you eat one of the zeros. If it's even length, you don't eat one of the zeros. Oops, the combo directory doesn't exist. It's called combinatorics. For the even length blocks, use all non-zero digits. In pairs, for the odd length blocks, except possibly the last one, for which there is no 0 to the right. I mean, let me put like a 2-0 here. I think it's more illustrative. Oh. Okay, post. How do people just know this is a tournament of tens problem? Do people just have like a list of like SA7s memorized? Wait, Xenos? Oh wow, PCO couldn't get it. Oh, it doesn't like QED here. I thought my parser strips out the QED here. This needs a little more white space. That'll make it. I don't like the line before the proof here. I think that doesn't need to be there. Yeah, I feel like when you first see this problem, you're convinced it can't be true because the number is not bounded. But yeah, zeros, lots of zeros. Yeah, piece. Yeah, 4 steps. Cool. So 4 steps total is fine. And I bet we can get it under 3 steps if we tried, but I don't think it's worth the effort. Okay.